everyone, and welcome back to the MadTechTalk. So today I'm gonna do an unboxing and a review of the Uperfect portable monitor. I believe having a portable monitor is something which is definitely crucial for productivity. I did a lot of research and I learned that actually increases productivity by up to 40 to sometimes even 50%. So we're gonna review today the budget models of the portable monitor, and I'm actually talking right now about the Uperfect, which is a under $100 budget monitor. So let's dig into it. This is the monitor. You can actually see like how does it look. Let's open it. All right. So the one thing which I definitely can feel it is a bit heavy. Like it's heavier than I anticipated. I'm using actually currently the Asus portable monitor. This feels a bit heavier than that Asus of mine. But let's see how it goes. So I'm going to open it first. Open it a second. First, let's see what accessories do we have. So the manual. It feels like, look at that. It feels like something should be here, right? Or is it just me? Okay, so we have multiple cables. So there is an HDMI cable, USB-C to USB-A, and USB-C to USB-C. So that's a lot of cables right here. And there's something here as well. What is that? That's a charger. So, let's see how it goes. I have a feeling it might need charging separately to the actual thing. Still worries me that there's nothing here, which is very, very strange. But well, let's see how it goes. We're putting that on the side and let's open the actual monitor. So let's take it out of that box, of that foil. Oh, that's why I didn't want to go through. The foil kind of stuck. Okay, perfect. Now we got it. All right, so that's how it looks. You can see it here as well. Okay, so we have quite a lot of connections here. So on one side, we have the USB-C, USB-C, and HDMI. So there are two USB-C and one HDMI. On the other side, we have the micro USB. Oh my God, that's something which I haven't seen in a very long time. Look at that, guys. It's a micro USB and some buttons. That's pretty cool. So let's open it. Okay, but the monitor actually looks decent. Yeah, that looks alright. It's pretty thick. I would say it's pretty thick comparing to some of the monitors I am using. But well, it's alright. Yeah, I assume that's how you kind of mount it, right? That is not bad, right? Do you think, guys? Okay, so that's how we mount that. And I think that's all right. That's pretty decent. So you can see that the thickness of that monitor, it is pretty thick. But let's connect it and let's see how does it exactly look. So I'm actually gonna use some USB for it, and or maybe we can start with the HDMI. But I have a feeling that if I connect it with HDMI, I will need power because that would kind of make sense, right? The HDMI actually doesn't really provide power. So let me grab a look quickly in the instructions. So if I use the Type-C, so it says that if I want to use the Type-C signal transfer, I would also need to connect it to power. And they are recommending to use their original adapter to do that. So what that means, I always need to have it separate on power. Well, you know what? Let's test it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use the simplest connection, which is the USB-C to USB-C. This is the one, and I'm going to connect it to my laptop on the USB-C port, and let's see how does it work. Okay, we're connecting the USB-C. So I have a USB-C port on my laptop, and I'm connecting USB-C right here. Nope, from the other side, that micro USB. And now I have two of those. So let's see if it matters which I connect or not. connected, it lights up, and there are buttons here. This is the power. Oh, it actually states here type C1, type C2. So it doesn't really, I think, matter. It shouldn't matter at least which one I'm connecting. But let's see if it actually does work without power. I'm starting to have a feel that it doesn't. But let's see. So it lights up. Oh yeah, it does. It says no signal. Okay. All right. Maybe I need to change the source of something like that, maybe. So I have a feeling it doesn't take enough power from my laptop to actually be powered, which is not a great case. I currently use the Asus kind of portable monitor, which I just directly connected with USB-C. But let's test it out. I'm going to connect some power to it right now. So I just connected the power to that monitor, and let's try with power on. So there is a separate power cord going to the actual charger, and now it is connected through USB-C to that laptop. And let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see. I kind of wonder, will it work or will it not work? So it still says no signal. Type C. Okay. So what I think it might be happening is that this is actually not having the driver, or it is not directly taking the connection. So for example, my laptop doesn't have the Thunderbolt, that is just normal USB, which should be transferring data, which means that the monitor should have kind of like a graphic card converter to do that. But looks like it doesn't. And I think this is a bit of a challenge. But so if you don't have a Thunderbolt, I don't think it's gonna work with your laptop. So let's try it out if it does work with the HDMI cable. Because in theory, well, that has to work. Like HDMI, obviously it should work as normal monitor connected because it doesn't have any special thing. And most of the HDMI cards are just connected directly to the graphic cards. So let's test it out. We're gonna remove that USB-C. And we're gonna connect the HDMI. Wow, that's really thick. It's not even the slim HDMI, it's the normal one. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I can see immediately duplicated my monitor. Like boom, I can actually see myself here. Well, let me just see if I can extend it. So right now, what are we seeing? That it's extending this monitor. So we're gonna, sorry, duplicating this monitor. So we're gonna extend, keep changes, and I'm gonna do identify so you can see what kind of resolution we can do everything. So the max resolution here is 1920 by 1080, which is full HD. That's decent, that's, I think, all right. I'm gonna put it on that side, it will be easy for me. So I can see it does work. It looks okay. Like there are no issues. I can see just there is a scale turned on, which we're gonna turn it off. Okay, so I'll be honest. This is actually looking pretty decent. So it is not bad. I think it's actually okay quality. Like you don't actually see that much. Let me just check it. Put it like this. Yes, now I can see a bit more. So look at that. I can see that it's actually working pretty all right. So you can see right now what I just did. I just grabbed it right here, and yeah, it's okay. So this is my app to see how does it look. It has a pretty okay refresh rate, I think, because we're looking at the, I think, a normal 60 hertz, so not bad. Like my main monitor also has 60 hertz, so it's not like it's something too strong. Obviously, I can see it is connected directly to my graphic card, which is the GeForce GTX 1650 Ti, and it's working okay. So my verdict on this monitor, it's okay, I would say. But is it the perfect solution? Not exactly, because obviously it works. I think it's a plus that you can connect it through HDMI. because obviously you can connect it to some other devices, not only the laptop. And having that on HDMI, on micro USB, it kind of works. But if your laptop doesn't exactly has the drivers for it, well, that might be the issue. And let me just quickly check what kind of what the instruction says. Oh, one thing. As I mentioned to you about the Thunderbolt, right? Please check if the mobile phone or computer supports 3.1 Thunderbolt 3 when you're using Type-C to Type-C. If not, HDMI adapter is required to transfer the signal, or 3-in-1 USB Type-C HDMI cable adapter is required to transfer the signal to the mobile phone. So that means if your USB-C doesn't have the Thunderbolt, unfortunately it won't work. So you have to connect it through the HDMI. I think it's decent. It's under $100, which makes it I would say a okay budget option for everyone to look into. But I have some other reviews of the tablets which you can see on my channel, because I actually did it in bulk. I grabbed some of the other tablets to check it out, test it out, so see how it goes. Let me know what you think, and if you like this video, you know what to do. Just hit that like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Take care!